Alright guys, so in honor of the Olympics, we are making some gold medals today. We have already made these with my kindergartners at work, and as you saw at the beginning of the video, an overview of some of the ones that we've made, and I'll look at a couple of them close up. These are done with, we made these out of air dry clay, and I just used a Crayola brand that we already had at work, and we took our air dried clay and then you roll it out, and I'll show you how to do this later, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of the details of how we did it. So this one I just took, we just used like a old kind of like credit or card, you know, and just make little lines in it, which turned out really well. I like the simplicity of these ones. And then there's also this one right here, which we used a straw to go around those little circles, and then for the bigger circles we used the lids of markers. And then you might not be able to tell it very well on camera, but there is like a texture design, which that was actually using like an old plastic spoon just to create like rough little texture on it. And then this one was one that is just kind of geometric, fun, random, using about 3 different techniques. I really like that one. And then there's also this one, which also has the Olympic ring symbol. And this one is using the fork to create the lines like that. And it actually kind of reminds me of the British flag a little bit with the design in the background, which is kind of cool. So let's get started. I already have a little ball rolled out, and I'm going to put it on a piece of parchment paper. Anything will work, even like a plastic bag that you have left in your house. I used that the first time. Then you want to roll it out. This is just a small little hand roller, which really works nicely for something like this. But you can also use your hand. The first time I did this at work, I didn't have a roller, and I just flattened it out with my hand, which worked really well. That's what this one, I just rolled that out by hand. And I also didn't have this cookie cutter right here. If you don't have a cookie cutter that's round, what I did at work, I found, I think it was just like a random old, I think it was a spaghetti jar, and I just took the lid off, and then I just put that onto it and made a circle. So just be creative, whatever you have in your house. I'm sure you'll have something that's round and that will work. So once you have it rolled out and you have your circle cut out, I like to have mine about, I'll show you how thick in a sec. That's about how thick I had the ones that the kids did, about that thick, which I think works really nice. And if you want to make them a little bit thinner like I did for the ones that I made first, which I think I'm going to do for this, so I'm just going to roll it out just a little bit more. Might make it a little bit bigger, that's cool. Might not make it as circular, which is fine. It's up to you. And there's something that got into it. Let's see. See if I can rip that out. There we go. Can't hardly tell. Okay, so now I think I'm just going to do random circles. took it out. It's cool. Just a new texture. I guess if you kind of twist it, it'll make it come out, which is pretty unique. Well, maybe not all the time, but... Oh, there you go, it worked. What else? I'm gonna kind of go like this. See if I can flatten the edges just a little bit. I had to do that on the ones that I made with the spaghetti jar. It kind of looks like a moon, if you ask me. I think that's kind of interesting. And then I'm gonna take the card and just go in. You also want to make sure that you don't go too deep. And you also don't want to think about it too much. I noticed that like some of the kids, like they turn out really cool because they just go for it. I sometimes like overthink it. I'm like, oh, I wonder if that'll look good. And then I overthink about which way I'm trying to do it. Which I think as adults we have a tendency to do. No, I think that looks good. So I think I'm done. A thing to note about the one that I found on Pinterest was they had kind of attached a place like that with like a hole through it for the ribbon. But I found that it just did not attach well. It was gonna break off really easily, and so I figured that doing mine, I would just kind of hot glue the ribbon to the back, which worked perfectly. It's really stable. I don't have a problem with it. I think it looks just as good as having the metal through it, and I think it looks better than having a hole within the middle of the actual metal. So let these dry for, I would say, 2 days. That's how long I let theirs dry, and it says I think about 3 days, but I guess it says 2 to 3 days on it. So let that dry, and then use gold spray paint. Have an adult, of course, spray them for you, and also to put the ribbon on. But if you don't have gold spray paint, it of course is not costly to go out and buy it, but if you do have like gold acrylic paint, you could do that too. Because if it's only you, it's kind of pointless to go out and purchase gold spray paint for one person. But if you have that at home, why not? Both will look really good. So tweet me your pictures because I would love to see how your gold medals turn out.